Awesome. Okay, great. Okay, I think people are coming on. Everyone will be muted right now. This is my first time hosting the big one in this group, so hopefully it goes smoothly. If you ever can't hear me, just let me know. Perfect. And then see if you can mute yourself. Perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to share my screen, and let's go to the coaching calls. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Dana. Okay, so screen share. Let's see. Let's see how we do this. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Should be good. All right, I'm just going to go from top to bottom. And then if you have any questions, or if at any point you can't hear me, just say something in the chat. I can see the chat box, but we'll go right from top to bottom. And if you're new here, this is my coaching call once a week, and we just go through the checklist or the Zoom coaching call sheet in order. And even if you're not here, that's okay. I'll still answer your question. So the first one is, you make videos, tutorials for your customers to answer a question on using Shopify. Okay, that's great. So you want to repurpose them for YouTube. Nice. Would you do this to slowly build while in the sprint stage? Or, I mean, the thing is, you already have the videos, so I would absolutely post them. And similar SEO. Oh, hey, do you hear Erica?
I am, sorry, thank you.
Yeah, definitely post them. Same, very similar SEO principles apply with YouTube as well. So like your description, there's tags and everything. And then rough and ready. If it provides value, it's okay. If it's clear audio and clear visual, that's what matters. I wouldn't worry about editing them at this point.
Okay, this is super helpful. I think my standards for putting stuff out is probably higher than it needs to be.
I'm sure it is, but you know what? Like, yeah, I got 1,000 followers with, me editing stuff, shooting it on my phone. So you will be just fine. And if you're providing utility and solving problems, like that's great for YouTube. Also make some shorts out of it too. If you feel like it, there's a, service called, what is it called? Like Crunch Munch, or it's Munch something. And it cuts your long form videos up into short form if you ever want to make short form out of it at any point.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So for your shop, what to focus on this quarter? I mean, really, I would say expanding your product mix. You have any like themes that aren't posted, or is everything you've ever made in here?
There's a lot of things that are like almost coming out in the works in terms of like having to kind of make some of that back end stuff that goes with digital products, where it's like launching Squarespace, but because that's a new thing, I also have to like give the directions on how to do it. And kind of there's just like, so there's multiple Squarespace things that I'm hoping to move forward, but just kind of creating those tutorials. So right now, so that I can hope to get those ones out. I did have someone who bought a Shopify theme who ended up being a business coach. So she had some clients that she wanted to refer. So she was making some custom requests that I'm kind of hoping to move into. I think I'm just sometimes feeling a little bit overwhelmed with like, I just need to get stuff out. And then the work, just the work involved that it takes to actually get them out there.
Yeah. So some things I would focus on, since you are really focused on Shopify right now, is, business coach. So reach out to Shopify business coaches who teach people how to build Shopify sites, or how to find products, how to source products. So it's not about building the site, but the actually act of marketing and selling and sourcing, pricing. Reach out to them, because all of their students would be needing a Shopify site. Allison J. Prince is one that you could reach out to. The Product Boss is another. I guess it's more of a podcast, but they have lower ticket programs, and a lot of their people sell through Shopify. So those would be two people to reach out to, and just offer like a coupon code or something for their people.
Okay.
That would be an idea.
That's great.
And then expanding into like other types of product pages, whether it be like landing pages, even like a landing page to collect emails, because a lot of these people will do email marketing, even like email templates for business owners, because if you have Shopify, they have the newly it's not that new, but the email integrated, and you could totally be selling basically like business packages. Yeah, so really product mix, I would try to get to like 200 listings
Okay.
in the next like 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And doing some of that
Awesome.
outbound of going to coaches, people who, have a larger base.
Yeah.
I think that would help.
And how do you mind just quickly giving me like a how you are so good at finding that mix between just being friendly and casual and not spammy, but also at the same time like putting yourself out there. And I feel like some of those, do you have any like suggestions on specific phrases or things that you would put in? Like, would you email them? Would you reach out over? Yeah.
I would email them. I would email them. Usually people like that, they have other people who manage their Instagram messages. So I would just email the contact form on their website even and just say, hi, what I would actually do is give them more of an incentive. Like, I saw you teach people, hey, Allison's team, I saw you guys teach people how to sell, through channels like Shopify. I would love to give your students or, the next 20 students that are interested a free template. In exchange, I wouldn't even say in exchange for a review. Would you like to do a giveaway of these templates with your students? Because it's something free they can give away to their students. It's adding value. And then other people will see, maybe they enrolled in the giveaway. They'll see, oh, wow, I didn't win, but like, I still want it,
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay. This is really super helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. You could do like 10 people. You don't have to give it to 20, but worth it. Definitely worth it.
Awesome.
Yeah. Cool. And then I would love to hear how it goes, please.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. Did I get everything?
Yeah, I think so. It was just on the shop, Rough and Ready, and then it was really just on the YouTube and whether or not I should put them out and how polished they need to be was kind of the thing I've been grilling myself on. But I think I just need to do it.
Yeah, just go for it. Don't look back. Yeah, awesome. And we'll be watching your shop. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Erica. And then we have Yona. Can you look at your product mix and let you know if there's anything you should add? So with your product mix, I do think you're pretty healthy with loss leaders, but I do think higher price point items might be something to focus on. And I know you have the comic books for couples, but the way that these are pictured, the value, we want to just really add more value to the listing photo to increase the value proposition in search. So because it starts at like a $50 price point, and I know we did it by pages, I believe. Yeah. I would say, showing this in new and different ways, maybe showcasing like even like a photo next to it to show, oh, this is someone's actual photos that they put into it would be helpful. Also think about what other situations you could do these comic books for, or maybe not a comic book version, maybe just like a normal like vacation memory book or a baby book. That's what I would look at doing. And then, really just focusing on average order value. And I know this takes some of your time, so you want to make sure you're charging for that, but I think it would be worth it. So that is what I would focus on expanding into. So I think you're good on the loss leaders, the digital products, but I think about, maybe how can we even get fewer orders, higher average order value? Okay. And then Catherine, should you invest in more succulents? So my vote on that is yes, but also the key, it would be really getting some unique colors in, because the succulent part of your like gift boxes, that's a big draw, and it's a place to add color to other things that might not have a lot of color. So definitely would do more succulents. There are so many cool ones. There's like teal ones, pink, purple, orange, red, like some cool colors. That's what I would focus on, getting a variety of those. Okay. And then, and you could just do even one of each kind. Hopefully, I know you can order these online and like propagate them, but locally might be a safer bet. Even like, Home Depot or a nursery or something like that, depending on where you are. Okay, Juliana, next step after the aggressive strategy, when you already are a star seller and have 1,000 sales, you have to increase your AOV to make it profitable. 300 sales a month, but very low profit. So you see other shops doing discounts 25 to 40% with sales of 8 while you're making 250. Let's take a look here. So with the new course in module 4, you'll see soon, we do talk about length of time to maintain the aggressive strategy. Now, right now, it looks like you have, hang on, 1,000 sales. Okay, this is your shop.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. You don't have 1,000 sales yet, though, do you? Not yet.
No, I'm in 700 something, and I'm selling like 300 a month, which is great. But yeah, $2.50. It's my, yeah. So it's really peanuts, to say so.
Yeah.
It's I get is very few. I am getting very good reviews. I got the star seller, and I can do a lot. I'm going to do more about evergreens, of course,
Yeah.
and include some print on demand products.
Okay.
But I have this like this issue in my mind that there are, if you see the competitors, yes, they have stores that are bigger, in volume, and they're selling the same products or similar for $8, including a 25% discount, for example. And I don't know if it's just about volume or it's about becoming the market leader, and you have to do, yes, I know you have to do a lot of listings in this in the digital area, right? But I don't know if it's why a client, when they see 75% discount and a bestseller, because I have already a bestseller, and it's for $2.50, why they don't buy it, because it stagnated after it became a bestseller. So, and I'm still with the 75% discount. So it's a little bit like, what is in the mind of the clients that they are not buying, although they see that it's good reviews, star seller, it's a bestseller product, why they are not buying? That's a little bit like, where's the point here?
So with that, we'd want to do a competitor analysis of whatever listing that is compared to another one. Whoever if there's one where you see it's right next to you and they're probably the main competition in search results, we'd want to take a look at that and kind of show you, okay, this is where they are winning. This is what we can do to make up some ground. And with the thing is with your product mix, like we need this order velocity with digital, where it's, like under $10 with digital. I think you really, really need to focus on getting to like definitely 1,000 plus. If you said you're doing 300 sales a month, but that just must have been ramping up pretty recently, right? Because that's like
true. Wrapping after Christmas and now with the Valentine's and Galentine's. Yes.
Yeah. So as long as your graph of your visits and your revenue is increasing, we want to maintain this. I wouldn't change anything as long as that's increasing. We want you getting bestseller badges in as many areas as possible. Now, seasonal, it's so short-lived. I would,
I understand.
Focus on bestseller badges in the evergreen areas, and then expanding that product mix, like doing digital at this price point with only that many listings. Like that's actually really good that you're getting 300 sales. I would probably
this bestseller, to be honest, it was selling like 10 or 15 every day. It was amazing.
Wow.
But yeah, and then even one of the big shops copy the idea and even copy my SEO, which gives me, I feel proud of it, right? But they're selling it for $8.
Yeah.
And but I got the bestseller. But it's just for me, it's a learning curve, of course.
Yeah.
And I just want to understand how a big shop can just offer the same product for triple and they have sales. It's like, what is in the mind of a consumer that if they see that both of us we're star sellers, why do they choose that? It's just a question about.
Yeah. So then I would just put in the one-to-one coaching. Here's my main competitor, whoever that person was. Can you help me with a competitor analysis? That's what I would do there. And then, really expanding your product mix. Average order value would be the thing I'm focusing on. Use these for that 300 sales a month. I would not do anything to slow down that order velocity right now. Just if everything's on the up and up, increasing that rapidly, I wouldn't do anything to slow that down.
Okay. And I keep the aggressive strategy every day, and I just increase prices and see if that stagnates the sales or not, and then just increase the amount of products in the evergreen. Of course.
In the evergreen. Yeah. Try to get up to like 500 if you can.
And also, I know that I need to start making bundles and I'm going to bring in welcome signs for birthdays and menus for birthdays and those things, of course.
Good.
But okay.
Yep.
It's a matter of continuing.
Exactly. Yeah. I know it's tempting to raise prices too soon. Like
yes.
it would be too soon. And I really want you to get as many bestsellers as you can.
I need to make more bestsellers. And the other thing is, I understand if they are seasonal and I have a bestseller, after the season is gone, which is not what we want. Now I understand that. And I have another question that I couldn't write in the Excel that was yesterday. Sorry. Okay. Would you believe, like, for example, if I include a POD, like the phone cases, a little bit like birdie, glittery, a little bit like to have the same style of some of the products, do you think that they will go well in the same shop?
I mean, you could. I wouldn't do that though.
Okay. Okay.
I would instead do like, these are for events, occasions. Someone is buying this because they're planning for that. So I would go like print on demand, like welcome signs,
Yes.
photo backdrops,
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I can do that. Of course, I'm thinking about that. Also, I was thinking of balloons that Printify have.
Oh, yeah.
They're beautiful, and they are single balloons that you can customize.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Try that. I have
Yeah.
not seen
Okay.
anyone do that with print on demand yet in our program.
No, I don't see it either, but I don't know if they're going to sell or not. But yeah, I can always try.
Yeah.
Also
Go
to
for that.
order value because
Yes.
yeah, 300 sales, but it's very few. So
So the goal needs to be take those 300 sales and try to have 2 other things that they buy with that invitation.
yeah, okay, okay,
Yeah.
good idea.
Awesome. Keep me posted.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Michelle, your goal is to double your Etsy income this year. One thing you're brainstorming is higher price point items, process for settling on higher price point items. So one of the things that I think about, or really for me, all of our higher price point items have been from customer requests or something from Pinterest that a lot of people see kind of as, they idealize it. They think, oh, this is so cool. It's maybe got really popular from an influencer or something. Decor, it's really easy to go that route. I would be thinking about your target customer and something, something that would be serving them in more ways. So one easy thing you could do is look at who these people are. And okay, interesting. What are they, like wall signs? Like, okay, maybe you sell to salon owners or even those new salons that are like, it's like you rent a space, like Sola salons type of thing, where they would still want signage. So like that type of thing. And you could outsource that if with to someone who has a laser. You don't have to even do it yourself. Look at this A-frame business signs, like business signs. Oh, look at that. The custom sidewalk signs. You could do that. And all you'd have to do is maybe just take, like, you could buy these things, take vinyl and do it with like a Cricut or something, and then put the shop or the business name at the top, maybe their logo, whatever. And then they can write on it. So all you'd have to do is basically brand it with their logo. You could do something like that. The larger pieces though tend to be easier to drive up average order value and to charge more. So it wouldn't be digital unless it was like a whole shop bundle, which, did we do that? Let me see here. Oh yeah, here we go. Wait, no, I don't see a whole shop bundle. I might do that with like here we go, 14.
Yeah, there, yeah.
Yeah, that's not super expensive. I probably wouldn't go more digital then. I would find like larger scale pieces, kind of like that sign, like the sign type of thing. Do you have any equipment to personalize?
I do. So that's a really good idea.
Yeah. You could even do like pieces like acrylic stands like that, do like their logo or business name at the top. And then they could like use I don't know what they use, like whiteboard marker, I don't know, and like write their pricing or something message on there. Yeah, that's what I would do. So it'll be a little bit more cumbersome, but you could literally buy them as they're sold. If you find a supplier, like I'm sure Amazon Prime would be a good way to test something like that.
For sure. I mean, it's just good to see going into the customers, and sometimes they have such unique, like the green leprechaun-y looking outfits that you're looking at. Sometimes they have such unique things that they save that I don't know how to apply to my shop, but the signs is really smart. So just going through my customers and seeing what they like is great for brainstorming.
Yeah. And I would, because the hair thing is so like, you're hitting that with digital, you're hitting that with the apron. So that type of customer, if we can build them up more, that'd be great. Yeah. You don't have a laser, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay. Because even if you knew someone with a laser, or you could put something in like what is that neighborhood group next door? Like, does anyone have a laser? You could outsource production to someone with a laser. If you wanted to test a product that is laser based.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Awesome. Does that help a little bit?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dylan.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Alora, let's see your questions here. Noreen, what do you think of the new listings? Are the designs getting better? Do you think they might sell? Is the process correct? Influencer and your customer posted a pillow they like. You would go to Etsy and search for pillows with your customer. If you see the best sellers, then it would be a good idea to design a pillow. If you see no best sellers or no in the cart, just let's see. So your question is, Sorry, I'm trying to follow. Are you here, Noreen?
Yeah. So basically what I'm trying to ask is like, I'm trying to get a better grasp of like understanding what to list and what not to list. So basically, like, just correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I feel like I've learned from you is that you find the influencer or trendsetters in the people you're trying to sell to. You kind of follow them on Instagram, see what they like, see what they're into. And then like, let's say I'm just throwing this out there. This didn't happen, but let's say they post like a pillow that they really like or something, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Then would the concept then be, okay, they like this item. They're kind of promoting this item. I know that the current trends are pastels, wavy, bows, olive green, all that type of stuff. So I would try to take that concept, those trends, apply it to a pillow. But before I do that, go to Etsy, see if there are any bestsellers in that category or in Carts Now or Etsy's Pick or something like that. And if there are, then that might be a good item to list. If there are not, then that's probably not a good idea to list. Just abandon it and try to figure out something else. Like, is that the right thought process?
Yes. So now the only thing is I would reverse the product and the trend. So I would look for the trend from the influencer, like, oh, they're posting all this, like, they're like wearing a ton of this like cool lavender tone. Okay. And also look at what products they have, but also get the trends from that influencer, because otherwise, if you're just taking a random trend, let's say it's like an influencer who's like a grandma customer and you're targeting and you're applying like the wavy retro trend to like a grandma sweatshirt, I don't know if that would align. So I would make sure that the trend that you have in mind is also in alignment with that type of person. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then follow-up question really quick. How much should you be seeing this thing pop up that will then tell you, like if someone posts something like once or twice, or like how often or where should you be seeing this common thing pop up that you're like, oh, okay, this is like going to be a trend?
Yes. It's mostly when people ask or comment on that. So if you go to Instagram and let's see here, I don't even know. What are we looking at? So let's see, where's that here? Search. No, I'm trying to find, this is not the phone version where when you click search, explore, this is what we're looking for. So let's see. So these are, okay, so like, oh, here's like an influencer. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, now she's clearly an influencer. This is a paid partnership. I'm gonna look to her page, see what is getting a ton of comments, you know, that type of thing. Okay, like, oh wow, like everyone is asking like where that jacket's from, or just look at what's getting a lot of engagement. Yeah, that is what I would be looking for. Also, influencers, like, they showcase what they think is a trend. It's the highlight reel. So, you know, this phone case, right? Like, okay, whatever this phone case is, she's clearly has it. She's showcasing it because she thinks it's cool. So that would be like a trending color or, you know, texture on that case that she is promoting and influencing people with. Does that make sense? Like, okay, wow, this girl has like your blankets. Wow, those are your blankets. Oh, look at the checker. She has the blankets and the towels. Okay, like you just want to keep an eye.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that help a little bit?
Yeah, that does. And then do you mind just looking at my page and looking at the new stuff I put up?
Yeah. Okay, awesome. So these are
I'm working on this one right now. So.
Yeah, the desk mats. Okay.
Yeah.
Nursing degree loading. So, okay, cool. Never forget your why. Okay, so I see it's kind of like a funny kind of graduation, or not necessarily graduation, but a gift for a student, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it says loading. Yeah, if it didn't say loading, it would just say nursing degree, and that might not hit as well. So, okay, cool. So it's really the ones at the top, and you have some new ones down here too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the desk mats, were you looking to, or where did you get inspiration for the idea of them?
Because the coaches are telling me to like do something that has more utility and like trying to get away from apparel. But I don't have like the capability to like make things myself. So it was available through POD. And if you look it up on eRank, it's like low competition but high search.
Yeah.
And then, and I don't know, it felt like I mean, doctors, nurses, we study a lot. We're at our computers a lot. Yeah. So it just seemed like a good idea.
Yeah. I would also look at, like, see that one right here? I would also look at just putting a name on it and having the coloring like be coordinating with the background. Let me pull yours up again. That's something I might try. So instead of like the black, because that is kind of a bit of contrast there, I might try just like a name or something like that. So it's personalized. And that way it's not only for nursing students or medical students.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Okay, cool. And you could even try it without any writing on there.
Okay.
Like no, only the pattern, only the print.
One of the coaches told me not to do that because she said it's going to be really hard to rank for that and for people to, because I don't have sales. And she said, don't do that.
Yeah, don't not put anything on there.
She said, don't just do a blank pattern. Like, don't just do like just a.
You'd have to, in order to like rank for that, you'd have to get really specific with the SEO to where like you have to create the purpose utility like in a hardcore way. So like Sweet 16 retro themed birthday gift. You know what I mean? Where we're getting real specific. So not just like floral desk mat. That wouldn't be enough.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
You'd have to really go like super specific with some of that SEO.
Okay.
So which is probably why they didn't recommend that, because that takes a lot more thinking than just
I see that.
yeah.
What do you think overall of everything?
Yeah, I mean, I think like compared to 6 weeks ago, like night and day difference with your product mix. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I feel like I've been working really hard and trying to do what you're telling me to do. I do feel a little defeated because I feel like I'm still not getting any sales, but I'm just trying to put my head down and keep putting in the work, and hopefully it'll happen.
Yeah, I think some things that I would do is look at maybe removing some of the stuff that's not really getting traffic. Maybe some of the older stuff that will help. And really, I would really try also just like not forcing it, but like when you put up a post of emergency nurse, like tagging, what is that? Nurse Blake.
I have been. He's probably like, who the hell is this girl? Or who is this person? But like every time I put on Instagram, I'm even searching for like emergency nurse. I'll just put into the search bar like emergency nurse, and then whoever comes up with a check mark next to the name, I'm just tagging them in it.
Yeah, or you could even do something like commenting on the comments like of people, or sending it directly to them, just like 20 a day, just to get some traffic. So like reply like sending you something you might like, and then just like the link. You could do something like that.
Okay.
And yes, ideally, I mean, it's a guy, so it's not going to be the same aesthetic that you have going, but ideally it would be like if you found an influencer that was showing something similar and you had.
Do you mind looking someone up and tell me if you think that there's a person called Foot Doc Dina? I don't know if you've heard of her.
Foot Doc?
Mm-hmm. Dina.
Oh, yeah. Here she is. Wow, my gosh. A lot of followers. Yeah, this is great. So your question is,
should I be like trying to tag her and stuff?
Yeah, for sure. Commenting on her.
Comment on her stuff.
Yeah, commenting on it. Also anything where it might be, this is more like educational, it seems.
Yeah, she is a little bit more educational.
Things like this. Super cute. Oh, she has merch. So these are people who are interested in buying merch that is doctor related, right? So that tells you that, okay, these people, they're buying something that has like doctor on it. They could be a customer. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're pricing like at break even?
Maybe like $1 or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. And what is getting the most views out of anything?
I don't know. Let me check my. I think right now, if I go in my stats. Okay, so right now it's the one that I have 2 titles, Mom and Doctor. I love them both. That sweater is getting the most, but I think that's because I've been on Facebook, like posting in random groups and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think that one is at the top right now, because I've been posting about it. But some of my notebooks have been getting views, but nobody's buying anything.
Okay. Like, are you going into like cancer patient type of groups, like breast cancer groups, or have you tried any of that?
I have not tried cancer groups, like cancer support groups type of stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I would totally consider that. We have someone who targets invisible illnesses, and she's having incredible success with the Facebook strategy in those types of support groups. So that's what I would look to next. So outside of just professions, look at, okay, maybe like survivor, you could write on it or something like that.
Cancer survivor. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the next iteration. And those groups are really, really good. Yeah.
And then probably just like see if anyone wants to give their oncology nurse a gift or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. Or You also have just the name ones though too, right? Yeah, like that, which would be totally a gift for someone in there. Yeah. So that's what I would do.
Okay.
Yes. You got this, okay?
Thanks.
You got this. Okay. Keep me posted on that.
All right, thank you.
Kevin. Okay. Shop's new direction. Facebook groups to explore. So
Hey,
definitely those VSCO groups. Are you in those yet?
not yet.
Okay. Definitely do those. Also type in aesthetic and then join any groups that are like that. That in the title. And so some of your Christmas things are still driving traffic. Are they the ornaments with the people on them?
Yeah, some of them are driving, like just visits. No one's buying them at the moment, but they're still driving. Some of them are still driving traffic to the store, to the site.
Yeah. So I would say, seeing what percentage of your, like, I would probably kill them, to be honest, unless it's like 2 things that are driving the traffic. It's not all of them, right?
No, not all of them. No.
Yeah, I would just keep whatever like the top 3 traffic drivers are.
Okay, and we say kill them, like deactivate the listing as opposed to just waiting for it to expire.
Probably just to help with conversion rate, and yeah, it'll just slow down the velocity of everything if things are just sitting there.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. And then I would really focus on getting listing count up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of my listings were the Christmas ones. So I'm like, I was thinking like until I get my listings up, then I can deactivate them. Otherwise, my listing count might drop to like 50. Because I think I have like 12, 20 something Christmas at the moment, and then.
Yeah, I would still disable them, and then I would still disable them, and then just really replace with more evergreen, like you have going in the top half here, this whole page actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and let me know how the Facebook groups go. So VSCO, aesthetic, Stanley groups, those would be good ones to start with.
Yeah, is the I've heard from other coaches that the Stanley's clamping down on Etsy listings that have the word Stanley on them. I just don't know what extent.
So we had one student. So we have a lot of people who sell things related to it, but one specifically had a problem with it. So what I would do is not use Stanley in your title or using their actual logo. I know that's a problem, is using their actual logo.
Gotcha. Okay, because
I don't think you did. No, you didn't, right? But
no.
The word Stanley, I would just check that on the USTPO website.
Yeah.
Yes, because you could literally put emotional support cup here and you'd be fine too.
Okay, gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, that's probably the safest thing to do without me looking at the site right now.
Yeah. Okay. So all the ones that have the Stanley, I guess, in the title, then just change them to like Tumblr.
Tumblr. You already have cup. You already have Tumblr. Yeah, Tumblr. That would make sense.
Okay. Yeah. And drop Stanley completely. I'm just thinking like whether the traffic would it still drive the same amount of traffic if it's just a generic?
It would probably be less. It's like people who are selling Disney stuff illegally, right? If they took Moana out of their title, their traffic's going to go way down, or Mickey Mouse. But it's about staying like within the policies. So check it though. Check it before removing it. I would just check to see if the actual word, or if you could do Stanley inspired, something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do know the logo's for sure something you shouldn't use though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Thanks,
Cool.
Kevin.
No worries. Oh, sorry, just one other last question. Aside from like, I guess the VCSO aesthetic vibe, what other aspects can I look into as well? I know you suggested ones like Western, like cowboy. Yeah.
Cosmic cowgirl. Yes.
Yeah.
Retro Western, cosmic cowgirl. Those were 2 that we had talked about last time. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those 2. I mean, you could get 50 more listings with those 2. There's a lot of graphics for those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. Thank you.
We have those up. Awesome. Thanks. Okay. How to convert favorites to sales? Many people, and just so everyone knows, we do have a stop at 4, but we're going to get through as many as we can. And then anything that doesn't get covered, we'll just go in the one-on-one. Okay. How to convert favorites to sales? Many people just aren't ordering. Let's take a look. Oh, shoot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to put my shop link on.
Yeah.
It's Win2 Creatives. WEN2 Creatives.
Oh, yes. I've been there.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Yes. Okay. So they're favoriting, not ordering, and then seasonal listings, do let it expire and renew before the holiday. Yes, for seasonal, I would let it expire. Depends what % of your, is it for Valentine's or Christmas?
It's Christmas and Halloween.
Oh yeah, man, Halloween, I'd kill, I see, you have a lot.
Yeah, because that's when I started my shop. And so when I started design, that's all I did at first.
Yeah. I would kill the Halloween, and then any Christmas that is still getting ordered, I would leave it in. But the rest of it, I would retire and then put back anything, like renew it if it sold this year, next year.
Okay.
If it never sold, I'd probably just duplicate it next year and create like a new version, change out your SEO, your listing photo, all of that.
Okay. So you were talking to Kevin about like disable them. Should I just disable them now, or should I just let it expire?
I would just disable them because, yeah.
All right.
Yes. And then for people not, you asked about, this is interesting. Okay. So, and then your other question is about keywords and tags.
Yeah, because right now my shop, it's mainly focused on the aerial stuff, and it's a very small niche. And my plan is to expand, but right now with the aerial, I was talking to one of the coach, and some of the print on demand shirt, they're different graphic, but I use the same title. But then I know that you were talking about how we should try to find different long tail keyword to try to attract different customer.
Yep.
But as for me, I mean, this customer is just like one off.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how I can change the title or give more keyword.
Yeah, I mean, burgundy, red, right? That's something you could definitely add. And then reordering everything as well. So the beginning of your title is your most valuable SEO real estate. So making sure that the beginning of everything is unique. So never having fun saying aerialist, not having that at the start of your titles, making sure like this one, rainbow aerial trapeze, rainbow aerial. I mean, you could do colorful aerial, neon, right? Color is an easy way to bring in new search results. Pink girl aerial shirt.
Or like, let's say, because we have 140 characters, can I just kind of switch the like the order of it? And
yeah, you can, but then you're still competing with yourself.
I see.
Yeah. So we really want to have as many unique long tail keywords as possible, which is why I think it'd be so beneficial for you to get into like, acro yoga. I think I talked about last time.
Yes.
With you. Gymnastics would be great. So that's why it would be so valuable for your shop to do that. But in the meantime, definitely having the beginning part different. And then if you're stuck on running out of ideas, like you have let's say you had 10 different stickers. Okay, Tumblr sticker. You could do what else? You have laptop in here, phone. You have water bottle, but you could do Tumblr. You could do car sticker. You could do notebook sticker, journal sticker. Yeah, and like boho aerial hoop tank, sleeveless shirt, right? Sleeveless shirt, tee back tank top, or not tee back, racer back. Like, oh man, yeah. So just crew neck instead of just sweatshirt, crew neck. Okay. Oversized, and then have an oversized fit. Even literally put this on a maternity mock-up and call it a maternity sweatshirt. Yeah. So does that help a little bit?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah. Cool. And then for converting them, converting favorites to sales, the 24-hour sales, I think updating mock-ups would be really helpful for you too.
Okay.
Yeah. Updating mock-ups, keeping the 24-hour long sale. If you can make that more compelling than 20% off, it would be helpful if you could get to like 40 or more.
Okay.
And then making sure you have the 10 different types of listing photos, including video, would also be a huge help. So we actually in the new course, module 3 comes out next Monday, and we have 18 types of listing photos for you. So
okay,
yeah, that'll help convert people as well. Cool, awesome. Does that help a little bit?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. All right, Paula Nadine. Okay, you decided to scrap your original shop for more general evergreen. Okay, great. So it includes the previous products, but you're able to diversify more. Okay, so what POD products will we focus on? And then for the second time, in 3 weeks, you received, oh yeah, that's a scam. I wouldn't even reply to Jane verify ETS. I would ignore that. And then.
Hey, hi, Dylan.
Hey guys.
Yeah. My co-pilot is at work right now, so I'm running solo.
Okay, good. Now, is this the new shop you moved it into? Yeah.
Yeah, we I had a real problem with just doing the coastal. I felt we were just pigeonholing ourselves.
Yeah.
And so even though this has the majority of the coastal nautical stuff, the items, we're going to be diversifying.
That's great. So a couple of things to think about with print on demand. Average order value is huge. So some of the best selling products for average order value within POD are things like blankets. I would not, for you guys, I would not get into rugs if you were more like an artist, you know, where you're like doing like digital art or something. I would, but I wouldn't do that with things like this. So not rugs, but you could get into like shower curtains. We had someone very successful with that. We have also had people very successful with regular curtains, but I don't think I would put any of this on anything like that. You could also do bedding. Now bedding is good if you have like all over prints. So like, let's say that surfboard print, right? Maybe add some color to it or something. All over patterns are good for bedding. And then you could even do, like, I see you had something funny, like proud supporter of snow days. You could turn those into car decals. I would get into something like that, make those a loss leader. You could also turn these into like funny kind of, I don't know, kind of catchy sayings and things into front door mats.
Okay.
That's print on demand. Yeah, you could do those. And then definitely drinkware. So the theme here is non-sized items. That's something to think about. Non-sized items, so not apparel. Does that help a little bit?
Yeah, we do think that we are going to be going away from the apparel, even though we're going to have some of the apparel and we will create some more. Okay. But we really want to hit the drinkware.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Mugs.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Great idea there. That's a good point. And then make sure you just update mock-ups for things like drinkware. Probably wouldn't get into the candles.
Yeah, I was gonna. I haven't deleted that. That's gonna be going bye.
Okay, cool. But that's what I would get into, and I would actually everything we just mentioned, like I would launch one of each of those things. Yeah.
Okay. And so you said that bedding, shower curtains,
front door mats, car decal like stickers, mugs, and what else? I think that was it. I'll have to watch it back, but I think that was it.
Yeah. All right.
Blankets. Sorry.
Blankets. Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. Yeah.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Try to launch one of those different designs on them. So not like the same design on each one, 7 different designs or however many products that was, and then the different products. And then does that sound doable?
Yeah, that sounds doable. I think we have more peace of mind that we're not focusing on one little niche. Yeah. We're going to be broadening out. So yeah.
Yes, and let us know when they're ready so we can review everything for you.
Yeah, and we got to do that too. Can I ask you when I send over on the one-on-one?
Yeah.
To review, what exactly should I send over? Just let whoever know that we have a new item that we just want to make sure that it's good to go, or
yeah, just link the item. Let me show you guys something though. Link the product page and just say, I posted this new listing. Can you tell me, can you review it? Under resources, we have this coaching question checklist. Download this. You guys can just like copy and paste. We try to make it so easy for you to use us.
Okay.
Like, is this a good idea? Yes. So use these questions. If you are like, what do I use the one-on-one coaching for? Just use these. And see, like you could say, do you think I have the best value proposition in search results for this listing? And then link your new listing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Is that doable?
Yeah, that's definitely doable.
Awesome. Okay. Let us know.
All right. Thank you, Dylan.
Thanks, Paul. All right. Alex. Oh, Maxwell. Sorry. News to Etsy. Let's see. So basically what to do in the next week, it looks like. Who your customer is, so you're not spinning your wheels. Okay, so you sell tools for real hand relief. Very cool. Let's take a look. Okay, so number one thing we need to do is get Iconic Studios. What I would do is see if Get Iconic Studio is available and then create a new shop with that. This 1-star is killing you right now. It's really hurting you right now. So we need to if you can, you could literally use, we show you this in the new program, an automation through Get Vela. Just go to like getvela.com, and it can bring all your listings over into a new shop easily. I would definitely get this into a new shop just because we had a student who had 47 sales. It was like she was stuck at like 3 stars, and it was just killing her momentum. She puts everything into a new shop, and in the new shop, she gets 100 sales within 34 days. So that's what I would definitely focus on. And then really looking at, do you want this to be tied to the like hand care customer, or are you wanting to maybe separate this from that part of your business? I think they could be integrated. Just you could always have the hand care in there, but to do, if it was only like one product, to do high volume on that one and have like 80% of your customers serving them with that one product, you'd miss a lot of opportunity. So I would probably focus on other POD and potentially digital products, but focusing more in on one or the other to start with. So also items with utility. I think we would want to also talk to you about, designs. Are you doing these yourself? Do you have someone who can do them for you? That would be something important just to create cohesion here, because we have quite a few different, from this to like, a resume template. We want, when someone comes to your shop, we want it to look like it's one shop. I wouldn't go the apparel route to get traction with print on demand personally, if I was you, Maxwell. So yeah, so what I would, I guess, is start a new shop. You have this product already. I would put that in there. And then I would probably say, let's dive into the worksheet in module 2, where we go through your customer and like fill that out and send it to us. Now the PDFs are all fillable. So why don't you just fill that out, send it to us, and then we can help you build out the product mix using the 7 types of products framework. If you guys didn't see that, it's now, let me show you this. You just grab it here. So you just fill that out, and then the 7 types of products framework is right here, and this is also fillable. So also 10-step opportunity checklist to vet your ideas is also fillable and easy to use on your computer. So let's go through that with you, but fill this out, and then let's go through those questions with you. Okay. Cool. Ashley, creating new products, should you forgo creating specific holiday items and cards like Mother's Day? You're interested in possibly supplies? Is it something that would be okay for your shop? So I think it depends on how many sales we have right now.
Hey, Dylan, I'm here.
Oh, good. Okay.
So where the supplies came from is I'm starting to get into the journaling kits, and those are actually doing pretty well. Those I buy things and then I split them out into the kits as a portion of it, and then I hand make a couple items that I split out into the kits. So the things that I hand make, like if you see those little cups, that was one of them. They're like these little coffee cut out things.
Yeah.
I mean, and they can be used for all different kind of things, but and not just necessarily that, but I don't know if that's something I should really spend my time on right now.
Yeah, these like they're more evergreen though, right?
They are, and they can be used for so much. And my thoughts were, if I'm taking the time to do them when I'm doing the journaling kit, so why not take pictures and post them?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. It's something you already have done. It would drive new traffic because it's unique long tail keywords for your shop for sure. So I think that's fine. I wonder how we could picture this a little differently though. Let's see, what other options? Is this on like, did you take this picture?
I did. It's on, they're sitting on a journal, and then I took them like on paper showing the measurements because it's something that's just really hard to show. But if you look, the video, I feel like that's in there really shows like the size a little bit better because I did me cutting them and like it focuses in a second. But
yeah,
kind of what they are, because when I went to like look, I'm like, okay, is there even a market for this? The stuff that I was finding, like coffee themed bridal showers and baby showers, like people were looking for like these different little knickknack type things. And I was like, okay, so there might be something there.
Yeah. So what I would say is for this to sell, like I would redo the picture. So it's not on something that's like dark brown. I almost thought this was the blanket, but now I'm seeing the journal. I see it now.
Okay.
So, and I would, because it's very like light, airy, girly, shabby chic. And I think the contrast of the dark brown, it's like, it almost looks like it's, I didn't even realize that it was a photo that you took until I clicked in. So I would actually get inspiration from Sticker, people who take photos of stickers, sticker mock-up. Okay. And just, I would use that as inspiration. So holding it is great. And showing a couple sizes, like you could hold like in your hand, you could like hold 2 sizes.
And this is going to sound so cheesy, but like me trying to hold anything to take a picture, my hands shake terribly. So I can take a picture all day long, but like me physically holding something is almost near impossible.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you rest your hand on a table or something?
I probably could do that. Yeah. I would have to like put it up against something to keep my hand like from
Yeah.
shaking to help with that. But I don't know if that would look weird.
No. I would just like set it, rest your arm on something or have someone else, hold it. Yeah.
Do you
but
think the other photos are okay just for like just mainly changing the first one? Because I feel like I needed something to really show like the size of the different ones.
Yeah, these are fine. These are fine. But for the main image, the person who would like decorate up, use these for like a baby shower, just the dark background doesn't lend itself to like shabby chic,
Okay.
wildflower baby shower theme. Yeah, get wildflower in there too, because there's a lot of floral on these. Okay.
And that's the only one I've done so far, but I have so many like little things that I'm cutting out and doing that would be like super cute for things like that. And I'm like, it's kind of a waste to not get a double benefit from that, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would definitely be putting them in there. And then, so the equipment you have, what is the equipment? What is this equipment?
So like that was made, obviously my printer, but my Cricut, I was able to like cut those out. And that's the other thing. I can do that pretty quickly. And then I have the ability to sublimate as well.
Yeah, like mugs and things, right?
I can do them. The mugs I am doing POD because I really don't, I can sublimate. I don't have the mug press to do the sublimation for those. I have another way to do it, but to me, unless I got to doing enough of them, it's just not worth the time that would take to do that.
Yeah. I mean, you could easily get into stickers with the Cricut. I would do cutouts of
and I have stickers and magnets and things to be able to do all of that. And I've done it. So.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. So, and then so just making sure I understand your question. So, should you forego focusing on specific holiday items? I mean,
that was the other thing.
I probably would at this point. No more than like 2 holiday things per holiday. The thing is, you are a card. You do have a lot of cards, but I still wouldn't do more than 2. I would think about like grief. I would think about graduation. I think about things that are a little bit more year-round potentially.
Yeah, I've not really had like in the past a ton of success with like Mother's Day. I didn't even bother with Father's Day last year, which probably would have done better than Mother's Day anyways.
Yeah.
Just because you have more women shopping. But Christmas, I did do well with the Christmas cards. Those went really well, especially the card sets.
Okay. I think something you could easily get into, because kind of your last question is you have equipment, what are things you could make quickly and inexpensively? I would say getting into like the gift box arena with like 2-3 small items with a card. And you could do price points of like, we could be at like under $24.99 would be ideal. So think price point first, product second. And I would get like 30 gift boxes up in here.
Yeah, the journaling kits kind of come in like a gift box and I deliver them and like I send a picture because I have a resource for books that are getting ready to be like disposed of. So I pull like the nice ones out that still look good and I give those as like part of like a free gift with the journaling kit. And people are really liking those.
Like these?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would think more like gift box that literally you could give to anyone, like mass appeal, like employee gift, nurse gift, teacher gift, like gift for daughter, like a gift.
Now, what do you think in terms of like putting inside of those? Because also like purchasing and storing inventory and things like that would be like a good entry point to not have like a huge upfront investment.
Yeah, you can literally buy it as they sell. So you could put in like a candle, like I think about filler items. So candle, you could do the little headband, like a towel. What is that thing called?
Now, I thought with Etsy and the gift boxes, and this is kind of actually, I had started looking at doing those and backed out and took them out of my shop because of like the piece of it that had to be like, the majority needed to be handmade.
So the rules are, they use the example of a diaper cake. So they have to be physically attached to each other to form a new structure. So like if you're like attaching a candle to the little socks and like you can do it with ribbon. That's why I think a lot of people use ribbon in their gift boxes inside. Because that means they're physically attaching the products to each other. And I think they're using the ribbon to do that from what I can see. But you would personalize at least one thing in there, at least one thing, which would most likely be the card. I mean, that's a handmade item. Then you could maybe add a name or something to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then a couple filler things. So that's what I would look at getting into.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. And think mass appeal.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you need help sourcing things to go in them, let us know. We can help you with that, and also go through ideas of how to attach things to each other as well.
Yeah, I definitely think I might need help with that and like trying to get an idea of what is going to be that mass appeal rather than me just blindly buying stuff and putting it in a box and your whole thing of throwing spaghetti at the wall, because that's 100% what that would be.
Yeah. Yes. Let us know what questions you have there on that. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Stephanie, many new products in the works, cake toppers, party favors. Okay, cool. Struggling with Facebook strategy.
Hello, I'm here.
Hi, good. Okay. You're denied because you're not in the area. Suggestions for Facebook. So one thing, are you joining public groups or private? Because the public ones, they won't make you put in zip codes or anything.
I'm getting a little bit of both.
Mhm.
So yeah, the public ones I've had no problem. I guess it's just like, how do I find more of the public ones versus the private ones? Because I'm just kind of like going down the line and just join. But is there a certain way that I need to filter it down that I don't have to go through all of this? Or
Of
like,
course.
I don't know Facebook. I don't do a whole lot of social personally. So
Yeah.
this is foreign to me.
You could just, here, let me just put in baby buy sell trade. Oops. And then there's just a toggle. You click groups and then public right here.
Okay, I missed that. Okay, so if I do that, so any of the public groups, they're not going to have it because I know they're checking to see where I live.
Yeah.
And as soon as they see that I'm not in the area, they're denying me.
Yeah. With the private ones where you're like requesting, yes, these don't have a process where you have to get accepted.
Okay, so then my other question is, so I start kind of looking through the groups to see what other people are selling in it. And it just like, I'm not finding anywhere. It seems like it's very like used. They want like very like low prices. They're looking to save money, which is definitely not what they're going to get coming to me.
Yeah.
So that's been my biggest struggle is where, like, if I go and try and find groups, I'm either finding just kind of random comments or I'm finding like event planners, which, okay, I don't mind kind of getting in with some event planners. That makes sense also. But to be able to go directly and find the buyer themselves, I'm really struggling to find these groups.
Yeah. So I wouldn't look at what else is in the group and assume that you have to like be close to their pricing, because Facebook is it's a search engine. So like because it's a public group, if someone searches like baby girl, I'm just going to throw that out there, baby girl tutu or something, like you will show up even if you're not in this,
even if that person's not in the group,
even if that person's not in the group, like because it's public, you'll still be showing up.
Okay.
So,
I guess I assumed they had to be in the group to see it.
Yeah, no, because it's public.
Okay.
So what I would do is probably reverse engineer this, and I would look up baby girl tutu, and then I would start, okay, choose that. Okay, clearly they're all public because I'm not in them. So I would, not the boutique, but I would be joining the groups that similar products are already posted in. That's a good way to reverse engineer that.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that help a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And don't worry if things are used or not. I would expect most things posted in buy sell trade to be used. So I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay. And then in terms of your strategy to get it, like, do you think that my products relate to your strategy to kind of be in just as myself? And like when somebody's looking for something specific, like that's what I'm trying to find is where do I go for the people who are looking for things for their first birthday? So how do I find those people?
Yeah. So the thing is, it's not always going to be answering a question. Sometimes it's about, oh, okay, someone posts this, commenting on it and saying, so cute, I make tutus similar to this, and then link.
Okay.
So that way, someone seeing this, okay, when it catches their eye, they're going to see, oh, there's an option to buy something similar here.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's, yeah. So it's, I wouldn't overthink it. It is.
I'm definitely overthinking it.
No. Try to just do it mindlessly and even say, I'm going to do, 5 posts in 5 minutes. Set your timer. Okay, this post, it's good enough. I'm going to say something related to it in either a link or a screenshot. Screenshots are really safe now because like links can sometimes get taken down. Though commenting on things and commenting on comments, it's much easier to get things through.
Okay. Yeah. So even if I don't post the link, we're just assuming that they're going to, like, how are they going to find me then? Because if it's my personal page, and I've even thought about doing like a fake page because, well, I don't know if I need to, if I'm not going to be worrying about the private groups anymore, but.
Yeah. So this is what it is. Let me show you. So I took like a screenshot. It shows the shop name. See that?
Oh, a screenshot of, okay, I gotcha. So not just of the product, but actually of the whole, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Awesome.
Right,
okay. Rachel, having a hard time creating a consistent aesthetic. Okay. Figure it's not great business for you to offer to only offer your products in a few color schemes, especially with how slow your sales are. So what are some other ways to achieve a more consistent vibe? All right, let's pull this open.
Hi, Dylan. Thanks.
Hey, yes. So you're going after suburban moms, buying home stuff and gifts. All right. Okay, perfect. So, okay. Nice. Your shop is like totally transformed. I see a big difference. Yeah.
The second page I'm still working on, but you
okay.
can see I'm halfway through.
Okay.
But the first page is what I've been trying to follow your advice. I put the new banner up.
Yeah.
I can't tell if it looks like it's all supposed to be together or not yet.
Yeah. So one thing that I would, because right now you have kind of like the peachy kind of browns and then the green. And one thing I would think about is almost, I would probably do a Pinterest board activity where you just create a Pinterest board of things that are cohesive. Let me show you what I mean by this. That way because I think maybe almost your banner could have mentally limited you a little bit to a certain like, okay, greens and kind of orangey browns. And let me show you this.
But the product mix under it, if you look at it, doesn't adhere to that at all.
Yes.
Why I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah, because the top is so like themed. The bottom looks not as cohesive because we've gotten some like really bright, more neon things. And then like this top row looks consistent with this, but then once you start going, we get further and further away. So what I would do is I would adjust a couple of the colors perhaps, or even keep the banner, but maybe change out the photos so they don't match it so perfectly. And what I like to do is create just like a Pinterest board. Okay, these are the kind of tones I want in my shop. And then like, I just use this as inspiration and I pull like, maybe 6 colors, 10 colors. And this is just an example of, I did this exercise for someone. And that way, okay, we've gotten some hex codes of 10 things that are complementary. They're not, it's almost like complementary versus super cohesive. Yeah, I think
say this fox blanket at the top, right? That's why. So would I not offer it in this color scheme because it doesn't suit the store, even though it's probably the best color scheme for the design?
You could see a way to make this better for like even let's say nursery or something. Who are you trying to target with that? Do you think?
With the blanket?
Yeah.
Just like people to have around, I have a blanket by every couch in my house so that, when you're sitting there, someone invariably gets cold or wants to cuddle up. Like I envision this one as a little bit more of a family room kind of thing, or a kids room if it's like more like this kind of stuff. But just if you're going for that forest core look, which is what the design is, it doesn't really go in pastels, right? So that's what I'm this is an example of what I'm wrestling with is, do I just not have these items in my store? Do I have them, but put them in different colors? Do I ignore the whole store aesthetic to have the items in what I think will sell best? Like, I don't know what to do.
So I would say adjusting colors would help. And like a little bit less dark. If you look up something like this would go in a woodland nursery type of a thing. Even if you just type in woodland nursery to get the vibe of the colors, you could do it in Etsy and Pinterest. That would help you. Let's see here. Okay, so just a little bit, almost more subdued. A little more white in it too would help. In the background, instead of like a black, it could be like a gray or like a slate blue, not like as nighttime. And I know the forest core, I'm not as familiar with the forest core, but I would probably turn it into a bit more of a subdued mass appeal. Like think about the popular color schemes for homes and what could you adjust here color wise to fit that? Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay. And then, so you're definitely going for like what the housewife or the mom or whoever would like for her house, but then also appealing to some kids and gifting I can see here. Yeah.
I tried the more subdued check on the blankets and the more colorful check on the pillows. I don't know if you have an opinion.
Yeah, I think the subdued is going to sell more.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it will.
I can transfer the pillows to those.
Yeah, I think it will, especially if they coordinate. We did here actually, the coordinating kind of brown color. Yep. Yeah, so it's almost like I don't want to say like saturation or vibrance. Thinking about when I'm editing a picture on my phone, right? Saturation and vibrance, keeping that within a similar family, you're able to add in many more colors when you do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And I want to make sure I understand your other question here. So Yeah. So Pinterest, are you using Pinterest for inspiration at all here?
For inspiration, yes. I haven't created a Pinterest page yet though.
Okay. Yeah. For inspiration, so I really like to, think about it as if you were using this as inspiration for how you're going to decorate your home, and your shop is your home, and it's just go with it's going to look cohesive if you create a board like this is my shop, this is the home, and what kind of would look like it's in the same store.
Right.
Let that guide you.
Okay.
And then the exaggerated flower trend. Yes. Keywords. All over floral, large floral print, retro floral, large flower design, retro daisy. Also, even throwing in like a word like peony, like that is a highly searched word. Peony, daisy, retro daisy. Even the thing is, like, even if it's not a large flower, using the term wildflower theme or large floral theme, put theme in there too, because that's what people will search on Google.
Okay.
But even wildflower, that's more dainty, but still have that in there because people, they heard wildflower theme and they don't actually think about, oh, that means it's going to be dainty. Like they're just floral. So that's my recommendation there.
Okay. I was worried that with a flower item, every word in there is like a high competition key phrase, right? So I didn't know how to get found.
Yeah. And the combination like retro floral and then all over floral print or wildflower theme, the combination of all that is going to help you. It'll only help you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah. And then if a listing hasn't sold in 3 to 4 months, is it better to optimize the original or do new listing but optimize? I think it depends on traffic. If traffic is increasing on it, I would optimize it more. If it's staying the same or even decreasing, I would kill it.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah. And then just redo, like have a new listing with like I'm going through my old listings and making them Dylan-esque. And so far I've just been mostly just optimizing those listings, but some of them have had like no traffic basically.
Yeah.
And so I just didn't know whether to keep them and optimize them or to just start a whole new listing.
Yeah. And in the it's the 10-step opportunity checklist here. This will tell you if something has a chance. Because if something's like it never got traffic, maybe it actually wasn't like poorly optimized. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Before you take the time to like redo a listing and put time into optimizing it, just check it with these things just to make sure it's worth your time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome, Rachel. Okay, Adriana. Oh, your last coaching call. Okay. So next steps for your shop. You already added your loss leader category, stickers. You're going to work on including blankets soon. You want to reach the 500 listings. Yes, that's really good advice. 3 things to work on next. Does it have the potential to hit 10K per month? All right. Awesome. Okay. So 265. So you're going to work on getting up to 500. That sounds really good. Okay. And I think the aesthetic is very good. One thing you might want to think about is because of the logo issue, just moving that up. You can still use the cup, just move it up a little bit to cover that. Or even to cover, actually, yeah, I would cover the whole thing. If you only cover half of it, it'll look like some weird thing on your sticker. Really cool mock-up though. I mean, that's a cool, unique color that will be eye-catching for sure. So the key for you, oh, are you here?
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, I was muted, so I was talking to myself. Okay.
Oh no. What did you say?
Oh, that the thing with the Stanley mock-up, you mean that so the Stanley logo doesn't show?
Exactly right.
Okay, cool. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, that'll just cover your bases. I've only ever heard about this with one shop actually right now, but just in case,
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so 265, you're gonna get up to 500. Now to get your shop to like 10K per month, you're gonna need some really big like power listings in here to get you traction quickly. So it's most likely going to be something that's more trending, like whether it be some stickers that are very trendy or, like a saying or something that is maybe relevant in pop culture. So what I would do if I were you, because of who your customer is also really pay attention to like things that are happening in pop culture. One thing that comes to mind is that the Taylor Swift running out onto the field, like, kissing her boyfriend last night, I think it was.
Okay.
Thinking about, and then like the next day, all these memes on it. Now, the people who got in early and created those memes first, like their stuff is taking off. So what I would be doing for your customer, because it's kind of like, what would you say the ages of this?
I think it's between 18 to 30 something.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think that's who you're hitting. So paying attention to, like, you have the wedding stuff, maybe trends in bachelorette. So trends in bridal shower, and getting in those trends early. So pay attention to things like the knot. Pay attention to maybe people who are in the bachelorette world, those, influencers often getting engaged, doing parties, girls' nights, things like that. What are the themes of these parties and events? And that will tell you also like some early trends to get in. But for you, like, yeah, I wouldn't go holiday, but I would get a little bit more into the wedding, bachelorette. You're going to target some more groups in that case, which is higher average order value.
Okay. Do you mean with bachelorette, do you mean like t-shirts, bundles and stuff, or what exactly? Like what kind of product?
Yeah, it could even be the hats. Print-on-demand hats are something that have done really well for some people. Have you tried that before?
No, I didn't know that you could do hats print on demand. So I'll check for that. Do you know what print provider do they use for that?
Ooh, no, but we do have a list coming out for you guys of product and then print provider, basically.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll check that then.
Yeah. Let me show you the mock-up. The mock-ups are going to be key to target this type of person. I would do like this backward, with the hair looking good, this kind of thing, the trucker hat. So mock-ups that are targeting that age group.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And do you think that overall, like, my shop is in the right track? I mean, I know it needs more work and more listings and more volume, but do you think it would go somewhere?
Yes. So I think the key shift that I would make is more trends. So like you have like birth month flower in the mason jar. I would look at, okay, how are birth month flowers? What's a trendy way to display them? It's a little bit more like farmhouse style, which might be, that, what is it, that Renee Dunn or whatever trend, but that is still, I would say, is a more dated trend. So I would really pay attention to how to execute. Let me see here. My mouse is frozen. How to execute these ideas in like the most trendy way. So like you did with the stickers, like if you had put that sticker on something else, like I don't think it would do as well, but because you put it on this like cool trendy thing, it's going to do better.
Yeah, so I actually designed that after watching your trend video. So that was super helpful, honestly.
Oh, good. Okay. No, that's good to know. Yeah. And definitely you could probably do more in the blankets.
Yeah, definitely. I'm working on that.
Yeah. And really, I would take a look at a couple like influencers in this space who really have their finger on the pulse. Have you looked to anyone yet?
No, not really.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, anyone who like might influence your type of customer. So whether that be, I would actually just look at like the last 10 years. This is what we were doing earlier on the call. Let's see, what's her name? This is actually, I went to high school with her, but she's on The Bachelorette or The Bachelor. Like Whitney, and then they all hang out together. So like pay attention. Raven is one who she's always with. Like these types of people, like you got to follow some of them. And then she's more minimalist. You'd be wanting to look for more like Amanda's also kind of minimalist. So like these types of people, she has kids, so she's might have a little bit more playful energy. Lauren and Ari, do you know Lauren? Are you familiar with any of these people?
No, not really.
Yeah, so
I'm
like
familiar with influencers like from Spain.
Yeah. So following some of these people will give you an idea of like prints and things that they might be pushing. Gingham, ribbed, the checker kind of retro look. But being early to some trends, I think executing some of the designs. Oops, where'd we go? In a more like stronger trend, a more trendy way would help. So like even if it's like a font or something, I think that would help.
Okay.
Or sometimes it's just like the fit, like pushing that up to the main photo. Right? Like that is a more where was it? This was a more trendy fit than this one.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Well, it's funny because actually I have like 3 listings with each one with the different colors I offer, and the one that has received more traffic is a gray one, which I think
really,
would be the worst, honestly. Yeah.
and it might be the SEO, Jesus sweatshirt for women. It could be.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I would keep an eye on. Probably doing like 6 to 10 variations of things for bachelorette, bridal would be helpful.
Great. I'll work on that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Can I make you a question?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about maybe adding some gift boxes,
Mhm.
but a little bit like theme of Spanish culture,
Oh, yeah.
like something like the typical mag, personalized mag, and then adding some like sweets typical from Spain.
Mhm.
So how do you think that would work? So I would present that like in a more luxury way, like a delicacy or something.
Yeah. So price point first, product second. So think about, okay, what's the end price point that you want it to be? And maybe like $10 in shipping would be reasonable to charge, or 20 at most. And then think about what products would fit in there. Could you get the cost to where you need them to be to make money?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. But do you think that something like a Spanish theme would do great on Etsy?
Yeah. I mean, we have someone who does Portuguese like themed items really well. So and she really focuses on like the unique colors and tile kind of patterns. So with the Spanish theme, I think about what is iconic, right? Like what is someone would look at and be like, oh, that's like so Spain,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you can do it in that way, then that adds value. You could even say like, we have someone who does Switzerland, made in Switzerland. You could do like ships from Spain or something like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so thank you so much, Dylan. This is my last coaching call. So it's been a pleasure to be your student. You're so helpful.
Oh, you're the best. And enjoy the new course. I think it'll really help you. I'm excited for you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dylan. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye. Okay, Elizabeth. Product mix and next steps. Okay, so you got 24 minutes left. Okay, so what I would say, you went from 30 sales to 160. Nice. Nurses and doctors, what to do next? Facebook strategies. So what I would be, let's see. They require that you're a nurse or a doctor. What I would do is actually go after like medical students, like med school Facebook groups, and also like moms of med students or med school families, things like that, because these are great giftable items. I don't think a doctor is necessarily going to buy this for themselves. So that's where I would go on Facebook. And even like what we were talking about earlier, like patient groups, like cancer patient kind of groups where they might buy something like this for doctor or their favorite nurse or something. They're always trying to think about what kind of gift to give a nurse or a doctor. So it's not an easy thing to figure out, and it's personalized. It's very giftable. So that's what I would do for the groups. And then your other question, next steps for your product mix, basically. Okay. So for your product mix, I'm curious what the last, 30 sales were. I remember you said the hummingbird things really took off. So it does look like that is a significant portion here. Birds, butterflies. Interesting. Hummingbirds. So it looks like maybe not as much of the doctor stuff. In that case, let's pretend that this stuff is really doing much, much better than the doctor stuff. Then I would, it's not pulling open, but then I would say, let's say this design is selling on the t-shirt. Okay, maybe make like a wall tapestry, a POD wall tapestry hanging out of it, or do like a blanket with an all over hummingbird print, or like a shower curtain with an all over hummingbird print. Someone who buys this, I mean, they must like hummingbirds. That must be a thing. You could also do the stickers. I'm not seeing a ton with stickers yet for either the butterflies or the hummingbirds. Yeah, so I would probably work on just expanding these onto non-apparel items. So even mugs, like an all-over pattern. It's not just like one hummingbird, but really that all-over, kind of over the top like you do here. That would be my recommendation for what to do next, just based on what I'm seeing as selling here. Okay. Christina, your ideal customer, parents with babies and school kids. Okay. Repeat buyers come back. Great. Purchase the same item. Wow, that's really good. Different themes. Okay. So you're not seeing that buying behavior, because you want them to buy the whole collection, but they're not, it sounds like. Let's take a look. Cross-selling and listing photos, links and descriptions, thank you coupons. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, nice. So one thing you could do, I see you're already using all of your sections and it looks like you have the themes going. So the ocean themed. Okay, so I think what I am seeing potentially happening here is it's a lot of like the artwork, but I would start to think about how many, number one, how many pieces of artwork does someone buy for like a nursery? You know, sometimes it's just probably like 2, maybe 3 things on the wall, maybe 1 thing. And then how often is artwork changed out? That's another thing I'd think about. So I see with the party stuff, like the templates and the baby shower things, where then, okay, yes, you'd want them to buy full sets. But I think with the artwork, which seems like it's kind of a significant part of your product mix, I would not expect them to be buying really, many. I would probably, what I would do is take these prints and put them onto other things. So maybe make a milestone blanket with the sheep, or maybe do crib sheets with the barn, or what else? Or like, I wouldn't do pillows, or yeah, like a blanket with the bunnies all over it, plus the name of the child, something like that. So that's what I would do to increase multi-item orders in this arena. For this arena, looks like, baby shower templates, and then it's all here, which is a little tricky. I would have some photos in your main listing photo that showcase everything all together, kind of like a collage. So you could, for example, do what are these cake topper cutouts with this and this in the same image and use that as your thumbnail. And then I would, if not as the thumbnail, you might want to have that as one thumbnail. If not, you're not going to do every thumbnail like that, but have it as a second photo. So let's see, yeah, so this idea, but putting it in the second photo, and I probably, it's kind of a lot of words. Make some match or purchase bundles. You could also put that bundle link at the very top, like right under this. I'd probably do that. Because right now they're down here. I'd probably just put it right at the top. And then with this bundle one, really show everything in the bundle one, like a collage type of a photo for your first photo. Okay, so that's what I would do there. And then I would also consider, definitely be running the aggressive strategy on these things, and making sure that they understand, like anytime someone buys something, send them an email and say, or send them the message and say, if you'd like the entire bundle for, I don't know, maybe 50% more or something, maybe instead of $5, maybe you could even do like 15. You can have it for 15 or 20 and I'll refund your original purchase price. We have a student who does this with digital and she gets like, what was it? Maybe $200 a day or something doing that. So I would try that to encourage bundle orders. So right after they order, instead of just hoping they come back for more later. Okay. Okay, here we go. Rita, what kind of new category should you add to the shop? You're doing POD, mugs, totes, ornaments, blankets, doormats. Struggling with Facebook, you get banned, you got declined when joining the group. So with the Facebook groups, join public groups. And then when you post
on the privates at the same time.
What was that?
Yes, I joined the public and private group at the same time.
Okay. So you're in a mix of both. Is that
Both.
right? Both, yeah. The posts are going to stick better in the public groups. Are you posting a screenshot? Are you posting a link to the product or like a screenshot showing your shop name?
I just share my link. Share to the group from my website.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would instead probably do the screenshot of like we did for the other student here, where it shows your shop name, the price right there. Did you catch that on this call?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I would do for Facebook. Let me grab your other questions though. Sticker, the first, trying for the loss leader, amazing supply categories. Are you thinking of making the stickers or doing print on demand?
Doing the print on demand.
Yeah, that's a good loss leader. Something you could do, because you've added quite a few new products. That's great. Wait, did you add a bunch of new products?
Yes, I have added the cutting board and the plate, dinner plate, and blanket and the doormat just last week.
Okay, got it. Okay. So yeah, stickers, I would just make sure that they're either personalized like this. You could also look at doing stickers. The Brown Family Farm thing kind of made me think of this, but there's like different events or venues, I guess, that host events like barn wedding type of venues that you could get stickers for. So who would buy a large quantity of stickers? Maybe it's more of a B2B purchase where it's a little bit more promotional. You could look at doing something like that, getting some logos and things on those stickers.
All right.
Yeah, I would probably just, is your I guess theme of what's keeping your shop cohesive, is it mostly just personalization?
That's right.
Okay, yeah. So everything is going to be personalized. You could also get into like the car decal type of stickers. I see Brown Ranch here. So like, okay, and then have the mock-up be the back of a truck with that on it, like a bumper sticker type of thing. You could totally get into that. Same thing with the farm, really, too. Those customers tend to have a lot of vehicles and sometimes not afraid to put bumper stickers on things. So yeah, that would be something I'd look into. What's like the best-selling thing in your shop right now?
Just the barn, the ornament and the mugs. Yes, that's right.
Okay, mugs, the mugs.
Yes, and the gold mugs and the gold blanket. Something about the farm and barn. Yes, that sells. And I just started aggressive strategy last week and start getting sales almost every day, at least one sales. Yes. And do you think I need to add some sweatshirt in my shop?
I mean, it's with personalization. I mean, you could, a lot of these people, Brown Family Farm, that's like their brand. Sometimes it's, people know it's like, oh, that's the Brown Family Farm. It's not just like an internal thing, but sometimes it's also how they're known in their small community. So in that sense, someone might be willing to kind of wear something or interested in wearing something more like that. I probably wouldn't go too far with that route. Maybe like 5 listings, but I would focus on non-sized personal items. Yeah. Much more giftable, much more giftable when things are not sized. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I would say there. I mean, the blankets are one thing. I would maybe even look at changing out the background color of some of these blankets. You have a lot of white going. So I might consider making some changes to some mock-ups, testing out some different mock-ups. There's also like a clear glass mug that's print on demand. You could look at doing that. Yeah. But you have a lot of like giftable keepsake type of items. So I really wouldn't go too far with apparel. Can you get your product mix up, another few hundred within the personalization, even getting into like sports, graduation, retirement, things like that? So you have,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, I see you have the small, but graduation will be good for Q2 here. And retirement is really big. So especially with personalization, I would look into that. Have you done that yet?
Some of them, the retirement, golf and pickleball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would take a look at those, and then sports, like a sports mom type of thing, because those are going to be personalized as well, or even coach gifts, also likely to be personalized.
Got it.
Yeah. So yeah, that is new. Those are the new categories I would definitely get into it. So it's more so new customers instead of new products, because I think the product types that you have going are pretty good. I wouldn't get too heavy into totes though, but drinkware and the others that were on your home page, on the first page, were pretty good.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Sheila. Ideas for loss leaders that are not digital, more of supplies or anything. And then personalized onesies in your gift sets. How should you personalize them? Names, birth info. I would definitely do names if you're going to personalize onesies. And then with the price points, I saw you had a question on the price points of your gift sets. Let's take a look at what they are now. Oh, you don't have them in here quite yet, do you? Oh, here. Okay. So yeah, under 25, I would say. Now, I would also make sure to be picturing these slightly different, maybe more in the box. I think the white on white sometimes gets a little bit.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Yep.
Yeah, I just have a few because
So one thing I would do is take a look at a different background that's not white. Here's an example. That's more of like a cream color or like an orangey tan color. This is just the interior foam part of a light box. Okay. Getting away from pure white backgrounds would help with your color scheme.
Okay.
Yeah, and then keeping it under 25 is key.
Under 25. Okay.
Yeah. And trying to picture them in more of a gift set, like the box, maybe without all the brown showing though. So don't feel like you have to show any of the brown actually.
Okay, because my boxes are all brown inside.
Yeah. And I see you're trying to show like your logo, but like here's an example of a gift box. Like this is great. Even if you have the brown top, let me show you. I was trying to show you a shop called Natural. It's like Natural Bells. I always pull it up when I show gift boxes, but here we go. But it has the brown top, but it's cut off in the image. So
okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Focus more on the products.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then loss leaders that aren't digital. So
yeah, because I'm not good at it. So.
Whether he's considered for MVP is kind of an individual decision. Every voter, every person who has an opinion on this, that whether he is considered for MVP is kind of an individual decision. Every voter, every person.
Can we? Does someone have their sound on? If it's not your turn, just turn your sounds off if you can. Yeah, loss leaders for this, it has to be for an event or occasion. If it's going to be like a supply category item here, so I'd be thinking about first birthdays then. Maybe baby shower or first birthday items that would fall into the supply category, and you could just sell it at cost as a loss leader.
Oh, like what?
Like a cake topper, like a cake topper, like a baby crown, like you have like 1 year old, like you could have like a 1 on a crown, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Because I only have like the silicone ring there as a loss leader because I don't make them, like I just buy them and then send them away. But it's only one piece, so I'm thinking of like adding more.
Yeah. So I would get into the event occasion category, do it as a loss leader.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then just a reminder, if we don't get to your question, just send it in the one-on-one chat, and we'll do that. So we'll do that there. Okay. Nicola, you added a loss leader, trying to find popular succulent listings and use some of their keywords in your title and description. Let's take a look. Whoops. There we go. Okay. So one thing, I wonder, you know your customer probably best, but do they know they're looking for this type of a succulent? That's my question. Would they know how to spell that as well? Or are they looking for a small green succulent party favor, like, or a two-tone succulent or a pink and green succulent? That's kind of what I would be thinking about with your SEO. Just make sure whatever's in the beginning, they definitely know how to type if they are your customer.
Oh, hi, Dylan.
Hey, does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. So I should put more of just like general terms in the beginning.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, something people can spell if they are your customer.
Okay.
And then, bulk quantities, part of gift bundles. Are you wanting to sell them in bulk?
I mean, it would probably improve the margin for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So now if you're going to sell them in bulk, I would picture like a ton of them together and have bulk in there. And then I would also do a collection of like all of them together, like every type. So it's an assortment of what, 9 or however many you have.
Yeah.
and just sell that as a set for sure.
Okay.
Yep. And then let's see here. Gift bundles. So gift bundles of succulents together or with other products in your shop?
Other products in my shop. I just noticed that whenever I was searching succulents, like it would come up often. The top listings were gift sets. They weren't actually just a succulent.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's a great idea to have the succulent just be a part of the gift set. Yeah. Gift boxes are great. Just remember price point first. If you can be under 20, that's really helpful.
Okay.
And then you changed titles and descriptions. When did you change them?
I changed them like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So I'd give it a good, at least like 4 weeks.
Okay.
And AOV has increased. That's good. Your AOV increased. With the description, you just want to make sure that at the very top, all of that is there. Did you make sure it's all there?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I look for like minimal crystal stamp. So I basically tell ChatGPT to turn this into 2 sentences while keeping the long tail keywords intact.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I think I did it on some of the listings, not all of them, because that one is my best seller. And I think one of the coaches said, just be careful when you're changing too much of if you already had, or that's one of my top sellers. So just be careful of changing too much in the description.
Yeah. And in module 6, we show you what not to remove, what
Okay.
SEO is working for you. In module 6, I believe it's lesson 2.
Okay.
But no matter what, you want this to be in your description near the top, because that's the most powerful SEO place outside of the title. Yeah. Yeah. And then send us like screenshots of your stats if you can.
Okay, we'll do.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So we will do the last few questions in one-on-one chat, and you guys make sure we'll remember to go first next time.
Sorry, I'm Michelle. I'm the next one. Because almost midnight here in the UK. I was wondering, because I have asked these questions in my one-to-one, so I really wanted to get your review. Would you be able to leave me a comment in my?
I will, absolutely. Yes, I'm in there too. Yes, I'm right in there. Yeah, thanks, guys. I'll do it right after this meeting I'm on. Okay.
Thank you,
guys. Okay.